morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven, and it is Vlogmas day 5, I think. And this is the first time I've had a layover in Boston where I wasn't eating breakfast at like 5:30 in the morning. It's really nice. It's about 9:30. I slept like 8 hours. It was glorious. Here is my repast. Good morning. Hi. Yeah, I crawled back in bed. I just had breakfast. As you saw, I had a waffle that was yummy. I had some bacon that was even yummier. And I'm like, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. I have nothing to do. I have to pack my bag because my clothes are everywhere, but that's it. And my shuttle isn't until 12:30. So I figured I'm going to crawl back in bed for another half hour, 40 minutes, and just relax. It is fantastic. Just lying in this comfortable bed. I love my cats. I can't wait to see my cats. I'll see them home. I'll be home in my apartment about 9 o'clock tonight, Vegas time. So I'm really looking forward to that. But it has been so nice to sleep in without cats waking me up for treats at 5:30 in the morning. I can't wait to have that problem tomorrow morning, though. Today, we are going to be flying to New Orleans, and then we're going to be flying to Vegas. So it's going to be kind of a long day, only because it's not like a straight shot back to Vegas. Boston to New Orleans is long enough, and then there to Boston. So whatever, it's good. It's go home day, and nothing is going to go wrong, right? I hope I'm not dooming myself. All right, so enough of that. I'm going to turn over, bring the shades down a little bit so it's not so bright, and then I will see you probably later on, either before I head down to the shuttle or at the airport. I'll talk to you later. Bye. So I didn't get randomed. Yay. It's a go-home day miracle. All right, so we're going to be flying from Boston to New Orleans. We're oversold by 4. And then we're going from New Orleans to Vegas, and we're oversold by 9. So we'll see what happens. Even if we're oversold, we frequently have empty seats. So, whatever. Let's go home. Hey guys. All right, so we made it from Boston to New Orleans. Nothing significant outside of the normal drinkers. Bostonians can drink. We sold a ton. That's great news only because we do get a small commission. I think we got 4% commission divided by the whole crew. And we have sold a lot of booze and snacks. So we didn't overserve anyone. The flight was probably just over 3 hours. So there wasn't enough time to really overserve many people. But it was a good flight. We had probably 4 or 5 groups of people. There's always a couple groups of people that are a little bit more fun, a little more engaging, and they were kind of sprinkled through the whole aircraft today. So I had a wonderful time, and being position B really does allow me the chance to interact and socialize a little bit more than lead or as position C. The only thing of distinction, I think, really so far about this trip has been my surprise at Teamy. Can you read that? I talked about this tea on my video about red eyes a lot, actually. Teamy sent me the tea. I chose the Focus blend, and I have to tell you, it has been, I don't know, week and a half that I've been drinking it. There are 20 tea bags in the bag of tea bags, and I probably have 5 or 6 bags left. I'm going to be itching for more tea soon. But I'm really surprised. I have been a coffee drinker my entire adult life. Bostonians are born with a cup of iced Dunkin' Donuts in their hand. It could be 4 degrees outside and we're drinking iced coffee. The problem is, all right, so problem is, number one, I'm too used to the high caffeine boost and then the crash that follows. So I'm very used to that. So I solved that problem by drinking more iced coffee. I could drink 5 or 6 large iced coffees, and that's a lot of iced coffee a day, easy, and still sleep at night. But I would be like up and down, up and down. And my best friend's nickname for me is already Sybil. Yeah, like the multiple personalities. I don't need the up and the down, up and the down. So the past week and a half I've been drinking this tea. I have been really pleased. I felt the awakeness and all that sort of energy that I always crave, and the reason I drink a lot of iced coffee. But I haven't experienced these deep, hard crashes that I usually get. And the most important part, boy, I'm talking a lot about tea. For me, one of the most important parts now of this is that I am 50 years old and I get heartburn like you would not believe. And there's a couple of things that set me off with heartburn that I know right away I'm going to suffer. Chili, Pop-Tarts, and Frosties from Wendy's. I know, 3 very disparate things, very different things. But Pop-Tarts always give me heartburn. Frosties from Wendy's, I can't, because I'll feel like I'm having a heart attack afterwards. And chili from Wendy's, of course. Sometimes I suffer because I really like their chili. So I literally carry around a big thing of off-brand Alka-Seltzer, not Alka-Seltzer, Tums in my suitcase because I always have heartburn. Always. Now I'm clearly not a medical professional, but guess how many times I've had heartburn over the past week and a half? That's a 0. I've had no heartburn all week. So I have to tell you, this tea has been giving me the energy I need without the crash, and I have not had heartburn for a week and a half, as long as I've been drinking this. I have had 1 cup of coffee. Did I lie? I think I told you I haven't bought coffee. I did have 1 cup of iced coffee. I'm sorry, my hands are cramping here. I did have 1 cup of iced coffee. I had like 5 or 6 sips, and I ended up throwing it away because it tasted very bitter, even though I added extra sugar. I'm becoming acclimated, I think, to being a tea drinker, which I find very startling. So this Focus Blend has been a treat. I am looking forward to trying. I'll be trying the Boost version next, which has matcha, oolong black tea, and it has vanilla seeds or vanilla bean, whatever, in it. So I'm looking forward to trying that next because the Boost blend sounded delicious and energizing. But this Focus tea has been my big favorite. I'm talking a lot about tea, I'm sorry. The only negative on this trip is I had my tumbler in the back of the aircraft and my coworker knocked it like he was playing wiffle ball. He knocked it across the galley. Can you see this crack right there? I'm not sure if you can see it. It's a crack that goes through the first half. The tumbler still works, it's still insulated, and no liquid would come out of it because the liquid is in the inside section. But it just bothers me. It's like having a scratch on your cell phone screen. So it kind of bothers me. I'm probably going to have to buy a new tumbler because this bothers me. I have an embroidered fabric sticker in the shape of a big heart that I think I'm going to stick on there because just seeing that crack. And he's like, oh, did I break it? I'm like, no. I don't want to make him feel bad, but whatever. Sorry, I'm rambling about tea. I do have, when they sent me the tea, they did send me a coupon code or a discount code, which I will copy and paste in the description box below this video if you're curious. The discount code they gave me is apparently better than the discounts you can get online, even during the holidays. So if you use it, go for it. I want to say I might even get a commission. I want to say I might even get a commission on it. So buy tea. Alright, so what else is going on? So we're flying from here in New Orleans to Vegas. And again, I hope we get there early for my friend's sake as she can commute home. I hope this trip has been fairly boring. I do apologize. It's been really no drama. It's great. This layover in Boston This last one was fantastic. I forgot if I've told you about it, but you know, it didn't really give me a chance to go out at all, but I got the chance to sleep for more than 8 hours, and then I took another hour's nap later on after breakfast. It was just gorgeous. So super happy. There you go. That's my day so far. Vlogmas 5 is so far lacking in drama, but you never know what could happen on this flight. We're going from New Orleans to Las Vegas, so all manner of stuff could happen. So wish me luck. If anything cool happens or weird happens, I'll let you know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oop, let me find out how to stop my video. Oop. Hey guys, all right, so flash forward, we got back to Vegas about 8 o'clock tonight, and you can see I'm home, because when you see this lovely wall color, which is almost as bad as that Boston hotel, you'll know I'm home. Got back about 8 o'clock tonight, got back to the apartment, and had to go back to the grocery store. I purchased cat food and stuff before this trip, but I didn't get enough, and I had to get some more cat treats and blah, blah, blah. So I did not get to film an immediate reaction to this last leg of my trip, which I wouldn't say was miserable, but it really wasn't fun. Claire, do you want to come up? Good girl. I love this cat. You're so sweet. Well, the boarding for this last leg of this trip was just the worst. For the most part, everyone behaved, but these two people in my exit row, I won't go into any detail because it wouldn't be helpful. But there was a man and a woman. They were not together. They were separate. That both demanded that I do something that is not within my power and that I would not do normally anyway. They demanded, not asked. And when I couldn't follow through with their demands, they both became irrationally angry. Irrationally. And they got each other more wound up than they would have if they had not been next to each other. It was ridiculous. It got heated between them. And do you know that feeling when you're about to get upset and you're feeling it happen, and you can feel the blood rise to your face and to your skin? I could feel the heat rising off of my face. I was I'm sure, visibly upset. And I was this close to going up to the flight deck and asking the captain to have the man removed because he was just beyond. Was he a danger to anyone? No. Would he have followed directions in an emergency? Yes. So it was really my ego that wanted him off the plane. But boy, did I want him off the plane. He was such a jerk. Sorry. So I got that resolved. And after I could get up from my jump seat, I did go over to them. I got down and I explained as carefully and politely and lovingly as I could why I couldn't do what they demanded I did do. And, you know, I said, you know, sometimes love comes out sideways. And I always make a joke about my ex-husband. I said, you know, my ex-husband always said my love came out sideways. So I do apologize if anything didn't come out well or as caring as I meant it to, and blah, blah, blah. And it did temper them. And I offered them some snacks and stuff. They just took water. But it worked out in the end. But wow, it just set a bad tone for that leg. And it was more of the same from the previous leg. Everyone drank the entire time. I'm surprised we had any alcohol left. We only had to really cut one person off, not because he drank too much, but he drank his own alcohol. He was pretty ballsy. He brought a big bottle of alcohol, and he was pretty blatantly just drinking it out of the bottle on the aircraft. So we cut him off because we didn't know how much he had before we would have served him anything. So so all in all, the trip was pretty good. It was okay. Just a couple really weird things, like that little boy rubbing his hand in my beard, and these people in my exit row. I really wanted that guy off. But it would have been, it was just my ego. It was not, he was not going to be a danger, but whatever. I am really beating a dead horse. So the trip is over. The day is over. Thank goodness. I do apologize for spending so much time talking about teamy tea, but I really do love this stuff. I have always been a coffee drinker, and this stuff has really moved me over into being a tea drinker. So I'm super excited, and I am awaiting eagerly my next tea, which is going to be the Boost. I already told you about this earlier, so I'm sorry to repeat myself. I'm going to make myself a bowl of cereal because I'm too tired to do anything else. And I'm going to feed the cats a little bit more treats, a few more treats, to get them into a little comatose state so they will let me go to bed. Until tomorrow, I wish you a very happy Vlogmas day 5. It's still day 5 for another 13 minutes. So I will see you tomorrow on Vlogmas day 6. I'm off for the next 3 days. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Typically, when I'm by myself with just the cats, there is really no reason to leave the house. And so I just kind of hang around here with my laptop and my cats. But because it's Vlogmas, I'll try and do something tomorrow to have something to film. Oh, I hear Claire making some meowing noises, which is very rare because she's very quiet. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Vlogmas Day 6. Toodaloo. Fly safe.